Hello and welcome. I'm Stephanie Gruppling with Manatee Educational Television. We are here at the street party, the fantastical Sarasota Film Festival street party. Stick with us as we talk to members of the community, people that make this event happen, filmmakers, and so much more. I'm here with Naya and Jerry Chambliss. Naya, it's so wonderful to see you again.
It's so wonderful to see you again as well. It's been a while.
It has been a while, but I hear that you're working on a new project.
I am. I'm very excited to say that I'm working on a very personal project to me about something that happened to me when I was about 5 years old. I had a friend, and she had cancer, and she ended up passing away at 5, but our time together was really magical, and I want to share this story to show children that it's okay to be different and to accept all of our friends and, not leave anyone out because they're going through something like this.
Yeah. Through no fault of their own.
Exactly. I mean, They have no control that they got a disease, and it doesn't make them any different. It doesn't make them any less of a person. They're still the same type of person, and I want to show kids that it's okay to be different, and they don't have to fear someone like that.
Yeah, really a touching story.
Thank you.
So you were just in the beginning stages of putting this project together.
Yeah, it's fully written and developed. We just need funding, so we're working on getting donations now. We have an amazing 501c3 sponsor who is our fiscal sponsor, which is great. Grief Dialogues, they're amazing. They're out of Washington, D.C., and we're just trying to get some funding together because as soon as we get that, we are ready to go.
Hint, hint, ladies and gentlemen.
We are ready to go straight off and launch right into it and hopefully get it done as soon as possible.
Wonderful. How would somebody make a donation for your project?
So we have a website that links directly to our website where you can donate, which is linked to Grief Dialogues. He knows the link.
So that would be griefdialogues.com/my guardian angel. And there's hyphens in between my and guardian and angel. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, which is My Guardian Angel Film.
Yes, and we are so excited again to be able to share this with the world.
Well, it's certainly a story with great importance, and it personally touched me when I saw the commercials for it because I experienced the same thing, earlier on in my life as well. So best of luck to you, Nyla.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. As a young filmmaker, actress, director, what inspires you, and what could you say to other kids that see this that you can help them build their career as well?
Yeah, I mean, what really got me into this was telling stories that matter, things that make a difference and help unify us and bring good messages. So what I would say to other kids is to don't give up, first of all. It's a tough business, but I mean, if you really have a passion for it, you're going to go far, and just your imagination and keep going through your creativity. And I mean, you can get anywhere with just a little bit of imagination and creativity. I mean, that's how I got where I am.
Certainly. What's coming down the pipeline for you other than My Guardian Angel? What other projects are you fantasizing about to bring to the big screen?
Yeah, so I am actually going into high school next year, and I'm going into the film program at my school, which is
amazing.
Super exciting. I'm very excited to work with other kids like me. I definitely see more short films in the future. I'm not sure quite what yet, but I always want to do something with a message to convey. My previous one was about being yourself through, all the hardships, and this one is accepting your differences. So I want to keep continuing to convey messages that are important to the society and bring things to light that some people don't want to see but are important to know.
Well, I'm excited to see you again and again in the next year's film festival and bringing your visions come to life.
Thank you so much.
I am here here with Christine. You are a filmmaker who submitted a film this year in the film festival. Tell me a little bit about your short.
I am. Thank you for having me. So I have a short film called Dark Room. It's a psychological thriller about a successful woman dealing with childhood trauma through lucid dreaming.
And what inspired this film?
Life. I wrote the short film, produced it, directed it, and starred in it. So I wore a lot of hats in this, but just my own personal struggles as a child and how I continue to work through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been having some crazy dreams myself, and I just wake up and I'm like, what was that all about? And they're so vivid and so lifelike. It's insanity.
Yeah, and it's also a reflection of our real world and what are we trying to tell ourselves in our dreaming.
Yeah. What's next for you?
I am working on a Haiti documentary for 10 years, so...
Oh, wow.
It's been a long time.
Haiti has had a history going on, for a while now.
It's painful, but there's so much beauty and so much that God is doing in that, part of the world that is... It's just sad, but also beautiful, so I can't wait to share my little piece of Haiti.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, how would everybody at home learn more about your projects?
Oh, well, you can find me on Instagram, Christine Huarbe. Also, valleyoflightfilms.com. I have the trailer for the film, and I'm going to premiere it online shortly.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks so much, and can't wait to see your films again in the film festival.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
I am here with Joshua Beadle. How are you doing tonight?
I am having a fabulous evening. How are you?
I'm great. Things are just kicking off on Coconut Ave.
Oh my God, it's going to be a great party because we have Natty Pitch here with SRQ Beats.
That's right. Music is pumping tonight.
It is, I can feel it.
And SRQ Out is here tonight.
Sarasota Out.
Oh,
It's okay, it's the same thing. Sarasota Out. Yeah, we're here, we're having a great time. I have my friends coming out. I was involved in the film festival this year, just like every year, doing the it's the gay guide to the film festival. And we had some really great films this year. I went to one today. It was A House Is Not a Disco.
Oh.
And it was fabulous about Fire Island Pines. Have you ever been?
No.
It's in New York area, but
Okay.
fabulous film. Like, I kind of want to watch it again.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. So tell me a little bit about what Sarasota Out is about.
Sure. It's a website. It's a directory of events and businesses in Sarasota that are LGBT friendly. We live in a fabulous beach town. And of course, when you have a beach town like this, the gay people want to be here and want to celebrate and hang out. Exactly. And I wanted to create a website where people could find out what's happening. Because when I moved here, there was no place to find out what was going on in town. So I created the website. It's been a blast. I've had so much fun building partnerships with brands like the Sarasota Film Festival. And I hope that it never ends. Like, I want to be in Sarasota forever.
Yeah, and it's so amazing to just see everybody coming together in the community at large.
Oh my gosh.
For a great cause, gay films, black films,
I'm really proud of the Sarasota Film Festival for featuring LGBT films in the way that they do. Like, they really do want to spotlight everybody, and everybody's represented. And that makes me feel good. We don't have to just go to an LGBT film festival when we could actually be represented at the Sarasota Film Festival.
Yes.
And that really makes me proud.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
All inclusive. Well, it's certainly going to be a great night tonight on Coconut Ave at the fantastical street party for the Sarasota Film Festival.
I have a question for you real quick about that. What do you think fantastical means to you? I didn't mean to throw you on the spot. It's this. This is fantastical. Living in Sarasota.
The music is fantastical. The people are fantastical. The films were fantastical.
That's true.
We got food vendors out here.
The donuts, the mini donuts are fantastical.
Yeah. It's just bringing everything together, wrapping up a fantastical 2 weeks. The street party really is kind of the crescendo.
It is. And that's what we're going to see here tonight, is everybody just celebrating the whole festival, coming together and having a great time under the sunset.
That's right. That's right. Well, thanks, Josh, for being here.
Thank you.
with Gina. Gina, so nice to meet you.
Nice to
You
meet
are
you,
old
Stephanie.
friends with Charles.
We go way back. Yeah.
And
many film festivals together.
As I
over
understand,
the
you were
years.
involved in the film festival this year.
Not this year. I've worked on films that have been in the festival over the years, but this year I just finished one. Maybe it will be in the festival
Next year.
Yesterday, next year. Yeah. Well, this year I finished one yesterday. Maybe it'll be next year. Who knows?
Perfect. Tell me a little bit about that film.
It's the Florida Wild. I probably can't talk too much about it, but it was
Okay.
filmed out in Mayaca City with every element possible. You know, cold, heat, cows, stampedes, horses,
Oh, wow.
stunts, people falling off of roofs. It's very exciting.
It's definitely a different world out in Mayaca, just
City.
really 40 minutes east of here than it is right here on the coast and the beach.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is just, I mean, it's like there's so many cow pastures, and you wake up to roosters crowing.
That's right.
It's really
yeah. Old
it's
Florida,
really-
if you will.
Old Florida. that's
Yeah,
what it feels
yeah,
like. And
absolutely.
it was fun.
Were you able to see any films this year?
I'm hoping to see Steve Buscemi tomorrow, but it's
Yes.
sold out. But I just finished. But I'm, looking at the schedule and hoping to get something this weekend because it's always good. There's never been a year
Yes.
of like 20 years of film festivaling that I haven't found a really good, memorable movie that that stays with you.
Yeah.
You still remember.
I know a lot of the films, if you're not able to catch them in the theaters, they are showing them online. So check out SarasotaFilmFestival.com if you're not able to actually get to the theaters. They do run a lot of them online as well.
Will
so
do.
a little plug there for the
Will
film
do.
festival.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Gina.
to meet you.
I am here with Miss Carla Bright. How are you doing this evening?
Wonderful. I love it here. It's fabulous. Y'all have put on a great party.
Thanks. So what drew you to this fantastical street party this evening?
Well, I've come to the film festival. I'm originally from Texas, and I moved here in 2017, and this is my third year at the film festival. And one of the reasons I like Sarasota so much is because of the diversity of things to do. It's a little big city, and the film festival is one of the things that makes it so fabulous. It's like Hollywood in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, having a great time.
Yeah, you can't beat this weather, that's for sure.
And I was also at the opening night party and at the Wink Wink Modern Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Almost jumped in the pool in my evening gown.
Hey, a couple people fell in. I won't mention any names, but a couple people fell in at that media party at the Modern. Did you see that?
Hey, I was going to jump in.
Oh.
I was going to do
That's a little different than falling
swan
in.
dive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know how they had those girls and they were doing the 1920s swimming?
Yes,
What do you call that?
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming. I was just going to go for it in my evening gown, but I hadn't had enough cocktails to actually pull it off.
Well, the night is young, Carla. Let's see what trouble we could get into you tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Love this film festival. Come on out. It's worth it.
I'm here with Stephen. You are a director, producer, film writer, all the hats.
That is
for
right.
A new film that's premiering tomorrow.
It is, yes. So I'm super excited to have Merchant Ivory here at the Sarasota Film Festival. Yeah.
That's so exciting. Tell me about what inspired this film.
Yeah, so Merchant Ivory, basically James Ivey was a film director, Ismail Merchant was a producer, and together they made 44 feature films over the course of almost 50 years. So they started in the early 60s and went all the way to the early 2000s. And Merchant Ivory is, for the people that know them, I mean, Merchant Ivory really was a brand. It was a type of filmmaking. And Merchant Ivory were known for their period dramas based on well-known novels. So novels by E.M. Forster, Henry James, literary novels. Merchant Ivory turned those novels into films in the 80s and the 1990s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating, by the way.
Yeah.
So what made you want to write a movie about it.
Yeah, so my Merchant Ivory trajectory started with, I made a 5-minute short animated film called Rich Atmosphere, the music in Merchant Ivory films. So I made a 5-minute film before I made the feature documentary film. And so what's interesting about that is James Ivory, who's still with us, he's 95 years old.
Wow.
He loved my short film, and I sensed an opportunity. And so I pitched to him after he fell in love with my 5-minute short film. I said, you should let me tell the Merchant Ivory, the definitive Merchant Ivory story. And he agreed to that. And once that happened, I mean, James Ivory is the oldest person to have won an Academy Award. He wrote the screenplay for Call Me By Your Name, which was a film out a couple of years ago, and he won the Oscar for that. And once he agreed that I was the filmmaker to tell the Merchant Ivory story, kind of all the doors opened to me, and I was able to interview the people that I interviewed for the film, including Helena Bonham Carter, Emma Thompson, Hugh Grant, Vanessa Redgrave. So
all amazing actors.
All amazing actors that got their first, significant roles in Merchant Ivory films. So that's just a little bit of background of what Merchant Ivory did.
Wow, that's fascinating. And 6 o'clock tomorrow.
6 o'clock tomorrow at the Cinebistro.
Love the Cena Bistro.
Yes.
Yeah, so nice to meet you. Do you
So
have
nice to
any
meet
other
you too.
projects other than Merchant Ivory?
Yeah, so Merchant Ivory is my first feature documentary film, and this summer I am shooting a narrative feature film, which is called Orientation, which I'm shooting in upstate New York. And thank you so much for asking about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So how can people find out more information about your projects?
Yeah, so Merchant Ivory, you can go to merchantivoryfilm.com, and then my website is stevensusi.com, and that's really where you'll find everything you need to know.
Awesome. Check it out, Merchant Ivory. I am here with the local celebrity, Charles Clapsaddle.
Well, I don't know about being a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
It's close to being a celebrity sitting next to you. Though.
Life on the D list over here for me.
Well, I have to thank you so much, Stephanie, for your involvement in the Sarasota Film Festival. You've been a great asset, a great interviewer, and you've done a wonderful job on behalf of METV.
Well, I couldn't do it without you and the wonderful crew at METV. You know, I love doing the events like the Sarasota Film Festival. It just really brings the arts and the culture in our community. And, you know, I get to see so many films that I would have never seen before during the film festival.
Well, the film festival brings so much to this community. I think this year they have over 200 films, shorts, features, documentaries. It's a wonderful opportunity for Sarasota and the surrounding community to support film.
Yeah, it's amazing because we have so many schools right here down the block from where we are right now, especially you know, the art school, and they have a video production program there, and a lot of those students get so involved, and it's wonderful to see it happening right in the community that they go to school in.
And that's very true, and it's great to highlight that. METV has been very fortunate with your participation and help to document the film festival for a good number of years.
Yeah.
And we're very happy to do that because, one, it's an economic stimulus to the community, and two, it's a cultural awareness that it brings as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you can just look around and see that it brings the community out into the streets. People are talking about the films, and it just increases the engagement of what's going on in our community.
It certainly does. And again, I have to give a shout out to you because without your participation, we wouldn't get that insight and that focus on a lot of the filmmakers that we've had the chance to interview.
I've had the opportunity to meet so many different filmmakers, local and celebrities, and it's just really great to get to pick their brain and what inspires them to, you know, bring movies to Sarasota.
And there's still a couple more days left in the film festival, but we're here at the fantastical
Street Party.
Street Party. And again, as you can see, there's a great crowd, a great turnout, and it shows the support that Sarasota has for the film festival.
Absolutely. Sponsors, visitors, locals, a lot of people out here tonight.
Well, thank you again, Stephanie, and it's just a pleasure working with you.
My pleasure, Charles. Well, that about wraps it up, Sarasota, for the 26th annual street party for the Sarasota Film Festival. Thank you so much, Sarasota, for being involved this year and the arts and the films this year. Stick with us for next year.